Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're here at HODL Entrepreneur Middle East giving you the latest exclusives straight from the ground. And with me is Vivek. He's the president of BFSI products and platforms at Tata Consultancy Group. Vivek, absolute pleasure having you here with us today. Tell me a little bit about, how is it being a president of such a huge company and what is the latest updates from BFSI?
I mean, it's a lot of responsibility, of course, and I think we are in very interesting times. There is, I think, the last 6 to 8 months have been some of the most interesting periods globally in a number of ways, and naturally that has its impact on financial services. Financial services usually has a leading indicator in terms of where it goes, where the market is going, and where the global financial scenario is going. So it's been interesting, but I think the volatility is settling down.
Right.
So I think exciting times ahead.
Right. And I see that these exciting times are bringing a lot of blockchain, a lot of crypto, a lot of AI. Tell me, how are you implementing all of that in your company?
I think it's having a bit of a comeback, if I may put it that way. Right after a little bit of a down period between 2021 and 22, particularly with the new US government, I think there is you could say a comeback for crypto. In that sense. But then we look at the whole technology in different ways. One is the crypto side. Then there is the central bank digital currency, the CBDC aspect.
Okay.
Right. But more importantly, we look at blockchain as foundational technology on top of which we build a lot of solutions.
100%.
So it's not just about crypto or CBDC. It is about a range of solutions in which we leverage blockchain, we leverage AI, and to put those solutions together to deliver value to the complete financial services industry.
Right.
So what we do goes beyond what you see as crypto or currencies.
And do you think that every single company these days have to, in one way or another, implement AI, or only if it is really needed?
No, I think everyone should be aware of what is going on and how to apply it, because I think AI is bringing about some of the most transformational changes ever. I mean, intelligence is not something that you can just ignore, right? And it's like the first wave of, you could say, machine automation.
It's the elephant in the room.
It is. So I don't think any institution can say, I'm going to ignore it, I'm going to wait and see. We have to be up to pace on it. For companies like ours, the challenge is that we have to create fit for purpose solutions. You cannot just say this technology is there, so just play around with it, dabble with it. We can do that in labs, but when we take it to customers at an enterprise level, we have to take real solutions, fit for purpose solutions, deliver business value in a few months. So that's the mission that all of us are on.
Right.
And that's where I think we are there to kind of, work between the customers' businesses and the technology to kind of like say, what is it that we will deliver as well.
100%. And what are some future plans for BFSI?
I think, from our side, we have launched a few AI solutions this year, which completely are Gen AI driven. We also use predictive AI from what we've been doing in the past. We are looking at different areas of financial services in which we will directly apply it. And in some aspects, like what we are doing, there is a solution. We have a quad stall here in which we are talking about a number of our solutions. We have something called Intelligent Insights, in which you can create reports. You can just type out and you can do some searches, and you can get the reports that you want done. You can get your queries similar to how you do, in ChatGPT or Google.
Right.
So the advantage with that is that you are taking away a lot of coding, and you're making it, you're leaving it in the hands of the user. So that's something that we are doing from a solution perspective. There are a lot of things where, for example, in products in the insurance industry, right? Every time you launch a new product, you have to do a lot of coding and testing. You're trying to take that away and put Gen AI there, so that you can configure those products using Gen AI and launch it very quickly, like in a few days. Otherwise, it would typically take 6 to 8, 9 months to launch a new product. Today, I think if we use Gen AI and do it nicely, I think we can do it in about 10 days.
Oh, wow.
That's a huge compression. So an insurance company...
Way more efficient, yes.
Far more efficient and time to market.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
Yeah. So that's the kind of way in which we are using very specifically for purposes, rather than to say that it will change the world.
Yeah.
But then when you make a number of such changes, it does have a transformation.
It does have a huge transformation, 100%. So I have a couple of other questions for you right over here. They're going to be chosen at random.
Random? Oh, that's an
It's your
interesting
choice.
thing. So you're going to put it in my hands to pick what I want to talk about. Okay, so that's...
Read the question out when you get it.
How do you define success as an entrepreneur? Now that's a good one, because you're asking someone who's not an entrepreneur.
Right.
But what we have created in TCS, we've created, Quartz that we have here is a little bit like a startup within the company, right? We
Right.
create these small businesses and incubate them. So the teams have to behave like entrepreneurs. Success to me, for an entrepreneur, when they create something small, is to make an impact. If you created something, if you made an impact in a particular segment of the industry, then you are delivering a value which was not delivered till then, which is why the creators element comes into
Right.
play. Now, once you have delivered that, then the valuation automatically follows. So I think it is more about creating a market impact and a business impact. That is how I would define success.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for coming over today,
Of course.
Vivek.
Great.
Pleasure speaking to you.
Absolutely.
And
Meena.
best of luck.
Great to talk to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.